Well, welcome to Ask Anything. Thank you for sending your questions to us. Brian, I've got a question for you today from one of our viewers. Here's your question. Will we be sad in heaven seeing some of our loved ones did not make it?
Ooh, brace yourself. Yes and no. It's a complicated question because heaven keeps perfect records. And that's one thing that God talks about, our name being written in the Lamb's book of life. And why we on this side have an opportunity by faith to make sure that we believe what God says. But a lot of times we don't believe that. But Revelation chapter 21:3, it says this in NIV. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, look, God's dwelling place is now among people, and he will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them. But then it says, he will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There'll be no more death, no more mourning, no more crying. So that's a little complicated. Theologically, what it's saying is we're going to have a memory in heaven, but what we have to remember is we're going to remember those that didn't make it there, and then God is going to wipe away every tear from our eyes. So yes and no. The quickest and the best way to make sure there are no tears, let's do the work here while we're able to see our loved ones and make sure that they're on the other side with us. Lorie, got a great question for you. I have received Christ, but am still depressed. What should I do?
Well, feelings of depression is part of our human experience, but it's not a place that we want to stay. And here's a verse that I find helpful in just depression can feel like terrible darkness has come over us. But listen to what Psalm 139:11-12 say. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me and the light about me be night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is bright as the day, for darkness is as light with you. See, as a Christian, you are a child of the light, and no darkness can overcome you that Christ's light can't shine brighter. So if you find yourself in a state of depression, a constant state of depression, number one, I would say seek God first. Pray and ask him to remove the darkness from you and to replace it with his light. Ask him to renew your mind to the truth of who you are and what he says about you. And secondly, I would seek godly counsel, good counselors, good doctors that will help maybe identify some of the human side of depression. But Jesus does not want us to stay in depression. We are to live with joy. Joy is a result of our our God-given experience. So let's move from our depression to joy when we trust God with that and invite him into that with us. Hope that's helpful for you today.
Well, it's been helpful to me, and keep those questions coming. We really appreciate it, and we'll be back right after this.